B.V.L.N. Chakravarthi garu, all the Honorable High Court judges who gathered here along with the Chief Justice on the dais, the Additional Solicitor General, the Advocate General, the Public Prosecutor, the President of the Bar Association, and also Deputy Solicitor General. Registrar General Parsarth Garu, staff of the Honorable High Court, my dear advocates, ladies and gentlemen. Today we all gathered here to bid farewell to one of the finest judges, B.V.L.N. Chakravarthi. 4 years as a High Court judge, distinguished service. A long way in your life. 6 years as advocate, as the son of the Godavari at Kakinada. 28 years in the judicial field, from the municipal magistrate to the high position of the registrar, and later 4 years as the Honorable High Court judge of this Honorable High Court. Boppina, Varaha, Lakshmi, Narasimha Chakravarthi, his name. There is some sound and resound in the name itself, because it's a God name. Now, apart from what the earlier speakers have spoke about you, I just want to say, because I gone through your 1,000-page judgment delivered as a special judge of CBI cases at Hyderabad. It's a 1,000-page judgment. It is a case relating the fraud committed by one of the finest IT companies in those days. Ramalinga Raju, the founder of that particular institution, once said, yes, now I am driving. Today, now I am driving only the line. I do not know when this particular line will eat me. After 10 days of this revelation of this confession by Mr. Ramalinga Raju, CBI entered into the scene and registered cases against him for falsification of accounts, cheating, and so many other sections. That particular case was referred to the Honorable Justice B.V.L.N. Chakravarthi when he was a special judge of CBI cases at Hyderabad. Probably because of, by then itself, he got a very good interest in cyber laws and electronic evidence. That helped you, sir, probably. It's not so easy to deal with that particular case after going through the 1,000-page judgment of. It is in that case, all the 10 accused was convicted, and some of the accused was imposed a fine of 5 to 6 crores. From there, he came here as a judge of this honorable court. I'm just referring a case when he was a district judge. But I am not saying that there are a number of other here landmark judgments also, which our friends already referred it. As a master trainer, and also as the person who gone through the depth of the matter of electronic evidence and also the cyber laws, whenever on behalf of the Bar Council we invited him, he's a star speaker in many of the seminars. Apart from judicial training for the judicial officers in the judicial academy, not only here in Andhra Pradesh, but also in Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, and other places also. 2.5 years back, when I became the chairman of the Bar Council, two of the meetings, in June 2024, 3-day orientation program for the advocate community at KL University, where you are one of the star speakers on cyber laws. Later on in the June 2025, another time, you spared your time, and as far as not only cyber laws but also other laws, you spoke very well at Damodaram Sanjeevaya National University at Visakhapatnam. Sir, I saw with my own eyes even the senior advocates of Visakha and other areas, particularly that particular area, North Andhra, many of the people, those who came there for seminar, they noted it and told me, Chairman Ji, see that this type of judges has to be invited for the seminars. So we are very grateful to you, sir, on behalf of the Bar Council, and your services, that too, freely, all the way coming, going, everything is very nice. You made a mark, not only as a judge for a period of 28 years, but also 4 years as a High Court judge. What I can say as the chairman of the Bar Council and on behalf of the legal fraternity, I pray Lord Almighty to shower His blessings on you and your family for a happy and healthy life. Thank you.
I request Hon'ble Sri.Justice B.V.L.N. Chakravarthi Garu to give reply.
My Lord, Honorable the Chief Justice, my esteemed sister and brother judges, respected former judges of this Honorable Court, learned Additional Solicitor General, learned Advocate General, Chairman of the Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh, learned Additional Advocate General, learned Public Prosecutor, learned President and Office Bearers of the Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, learned Senior Advocates, learned Registrar General, Registrars, Officers and Staff of the Registry, Director of the Andhra Pradesh Judicial Academy, Member Secretary, Andhra Pradesh State Legal Services Authority, Law Secretary to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, family members of the Honorable Judges, ladies and gentlemen, good evening all. For the last 32.5 years, I have been accosted to saying, call the next matter. Today, for the first time, I find myself to be the final matter on the board. Fortunately, is one matter in which neither an adjournment nor a review is permissible. As I stand before you this evening, my heart is filled with gratitude, humility, and countless memories. Retirement is often described as the end of a career, but I do not see it that way. I see it as the conclusion of one memorable innings and the beginning of another chapter in life. Above all, I have always considered myself a lover of humanity. I also love the game of cricket almost as much as I love the law. Throughout my life, I believed that a good sense of humor is one of God's greatest blessings. It has helped me to face difficult days with perspective and joyful days with gratitude. To me, courts and cricket grounds have always shared remarkable similarities. Both demand discipline, patience, and fairness. Both test character far more than talent. During these years on the bench, I have encountered advocates whose submissions came with the pace of a fast bowler, compelling immediate attention. Others possessed the subtle craft of a classical spinner, inviting reflection before revealing the true direction of their arguments. Some displayed remarkable swing, while others relied upon patient accumulation, ball after ball, point after point. Every one of them enriched the process of justice. When I entered the judicial service more than 3 decades ago, I was much like a young cricketer walking out to bat for his very first innings. Naturally, there was excitement. There was nervousness. Above all, there was a deep awareness of the responsibility that lay ahead. Like every debutant, I first had to learn to read the pitch before attempting to play my strokes. Today, as I step down, I do not feel that I am walking back to the pavilion in defeat. Rather, I feel privileged to leave the crease not out, having completed an innings to the very best of my ability while making way for the next generation to take guard. Throughout these years, I have been fortunate to play alongside remarkable colleagues. My brother and sister judges have been my partners at the other end of the wicket, offering wisdom, encouragement, and quiet strength whenever the situation demanded it. Their friendship, guidance, and generosity have enriched my judicial life in ways that words can scarcely express. The registrars, officers, and staff of this honorable court have been the silent strength behind the institution. Like the finest fielders on a cricket ground, they often worked without applause, yet their dedication ensured that game continued smoothly. Every order, every file, and every administrative task reflected their commitment to the functioning of this great institution. Looking back over these 32.5 years, I realize that true measure of judicial service does not lie merely in the number of judgments delivered, of cases disposed of. It lies in striving every day to uphold fairness, integrity, and compassion while strengthening public faith in the justice delivery system. For that opportunity, I shall remain grateful all my life. Technology became a defining chapter of my judicial career. When I first became associated with the computerization of the judiciary, technology was still viewed by many with understandable caution. Computers were regarded as useful machines, but not necessarily as indispensable judicial companions. The transition from paper to digital process was gradual and at times challenging. Yet every worthwhile transformation begins with a willingness to embrace the change. I had the privilege of serving as a master trainer, later as registrar IT, and as a member of the computer committee of this Honorable Court. Those responsibilities allowed me to witness and contribute to one of the most significant transformations in the administration of justice. Whenever we thought we had solved every problem, the system would politely greet us with another message: error, please try again. Over time, I realized that this message was not merely for computers. It is also a valuable lesson in life. Another defining chapter of my judicial life was my assignment to the Satyam Computers case. For nearly 5.5 years, I had the privilege and the responsibility of presiding over one of the most significant trials in the history of our country. I could say that District Judiciary of India is fully capable of handling cases of the highest complexity with independence, competence, and integrity. Every significant journey is shaped by the confidence that others repose in us. My elevation to this Honorable Court was not merely a professional milestone. It was a profound honor and solemn responsibility. It was a moment that reminded me that no judicial journey is ever traveled alone. I consider it one of the greatest privileges of my life that I was found worthy of this office. On this memorable occasion, I respectfully express my heartfelt gratitude to the then Honorable Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh High Court and present Judge of Honorable Supreme Court, Sri.Justice Prasant Kumar Misra, and the then Judge of this Court and present Judge of Honorable Apex Court, Sri.Justice Hasanuddin Amanullah, and Honorable Sri.Justice Sri Praveen Kumar, the esteemed members of the then Collegium of this Honorable Court, for reposing confidence in me and recommending my name for elevation as a Judge of this Honorable Court. I also bow in gratitude to the then Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri.Justice N.V. Ramana, and the other members of Supreme Court Collegium, whose approval enabled me to occupy this august office. Their confidence changed the course of my professional life. For that trust, I shall remain indebted throughout my life. Looking back today, I realize the elevation to the High Court is much like a cricketer walking into a far bigger stadium. The boundaries are wider, the expectations are higher, the scrutiny is far greater. Every decision carries a greater consequence. Every innings demands greater maturity. One quickly realizes that game is played at a different level. As a trial judge, one is accustomed to playing long and often solitary innings. At the High Court, however, one has the privilege of batting in partnership. That partnership becomes one of the greatest blessings of my judicial life. I had the privilege of sitting on division benches with several learned brother judges whose scholarship, patience, courtesy, and judicial wisdom constantly inspired me. I had the honor of sharing the bench with Justice C. Praveen Kumar, Justice A.V. Shashai, Justice U. Durga Prasad Rao, Justice D.V.S.S. Somayajulu, Justice M. Gangarao, Justice Ravinath Tilahari, Justice R. Raghunandan Rao, Justice K. Suresh Reddy, and Justice D. Ramesh. They encouraged me to participate fully in deliberations. They readily entrusted me with the responsibility of authoring judgments. They patiently shared their experience and wisdom. They treated me not merely as a colleague, but as a trusted partner in the common pursuit of justice. Today, I have the privilege of demitting office while sitting on the bench presided over by Honorable the Chief Justice Srimati Justice Lisa Gill. I regarded this as a rare honor and fitting conclusion to my judicial career. My Lord, I am deeply grateful for your kindness, encouragement, and gracious leadership. Your unwavering commitment to the institution, your accessibility, and your concern for the welfare of every member of judicial family have earned the affection and respect of all. A judge is never a solitary individual. His effectiveness is measured not only by his own efforts, but also by the dedication of team that stands behind him. In that respect, I have been exceptionally fortunate. My family has always been my greatest source of strength. My wife, Ramaharita, my beloved daughter Manjusha, have stood beside me through every demanding session of my judicial life. They quietly accepted the long working hours, missed family occasions, and many sacrifices that judicial service inevitably demands. Whenever professional responsibilities exhausted me, home became the place where I rediscovered balance, courage and hope. If I have completed this long innings with dignity, much of the credit belongs to them. They have been my constant support, my unwavering encouragement, and if I may borrow a phrase from technology, they are my permanent power backup. Whenever my own energy ran low, they ensured that I never shut down. I come to those without whom none of this journey would have been possible, my family. I bow in reverence to the memory of and blessings of my parents, Dr. B. Paparaj Chaudhary and Srimati Vijay Lakshmi, whose values, discipline and unwavering faith shaped my character long before I entered the legal profession. I respectfully remember my parents-in-law, Sri A. Satyanarayana Murthy and Srimati Bhulakshmi, for their affection, encouragement and blessings. My heartfelt gratitude extends to my grandparents, my brother, sisters, my brothers-in-law, sister-in-law, and my extended family members. I also extend my gratitude to my teachers, my friends, staff of the trial court, and every colleague who has, in one way or another, contributed to my life's journey. Each of you has left an enduring imprint upon me. I owe a debt of gratitude to my respected seniors, Sri Velamkanni, late Subramanya Sharma, and Sri Varanasi, late Venkata Panduranga. They were more than senior advocates. They were my teachers, mentors, and guides. Their encouragement, discipline, and wavering faith in me laid the foundation of my professional life. Their lessons continue to guide me even today. I place on record my heartfelt appreciation to my personal secretary, Sri D. Madhusudan Reddy, additional personal secretary, Sri P. Srikanth, whose efficiency, dedication, and meticulous attention to details made my work infinitely easier. My sincere appreciation also goes to my court masters, Srimati P. Maunika, Srimati C. Bhavani, Sri P. Surya, Sri D. Dinesh Babu, Srimati D. Ramadevi, and my court officers, Srimati S. Vijay Durga, and Sri D. Srinivasarao, and my posting clerks, Sharif, Pradeep Kumar, Raghu Varma, Bharat Bhushan, and Samir. I remain grateful to my dedicated law clerks, Nagashiva Priya, Satvik, and Swarna. Their research, enthusiasm, and commitment reflected the finest traditions of the legal profession. I also acknowledge the valuable assistance rendered by the officers and staff of the computer section, J special section, protocol section, and other sections of the High Court, whose courteous assistance was always available whenever required. I owe a special word of appreciation to my driver Nagendra Rao, whose punctuality, patience, and dedication ensured that I could discharge my responsibilities without concern for the many logistical demands of judicial life. My chamber attendants, Sri S.K. Gausani, K. Narendra, and Penchalaya, served with unwavering sincerity, humility, and commitment. Their quiet service often went unnoticed by others, but was invaluable to me. I also express my gratitude to my personal security officers, Sri Edukondalu and Sri Ravi, who discharged their responsibilities with professionalism, vigilance, and courtesy. My appreciation extends to the members of my resident staff, Sri Ramesh, Sri Bhogeswara, Sunita, Fatima Bibi, and Venkatramana, Purna, and Akbar. Their sincere service and dependable support enabled my family and me to lead an orderly life midst the demands of judicial office. Today, as I walk back to the pavilion, after what has been the greatest innings of my life, I do so with a heart full of gratitude. As our beloved nation prepares to celebrate 80th Independence Day, I extend my warmest greeting to each one of you. Jai Hind. Thank you.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, I declare that the proceedings are concluded.
పురుషోత్తం పురుషోత్తం మనలో వచ్చిన
సైనికులం విశ్వాస వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం రక్తమే జయం యేసు రక్తమే జయం 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 విశ్వాస వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం అసాధ్యమైనవన్నీ సాధ్యముగా మార్చెదం లేని వాటి ఉన్నట్టుగా పలికెదం అసాధ్యమైనవన్నీ సాధ్యముగా మార్చెదం లోకాన్ని జయించేది మన విశ్వాసం ఈ లోకాన్ని జయించేది మన విశ్వాసం ఈ లోకాన్ని జయించేది మన విశ్వాసం ఈ లోకాన్ని జయించేది యేసు నామము రక్తమే జయం యేసు రక్తమే జయం 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 విశ్వాస వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం విశ్వాస వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం సమస్తము సాధ్యమే విశ్వాసము కలవారే జయింతురు నమ్మువానికి సమస్తము సాధ్యమే విశ్వాసము కలవారే జయింతురు విశ్వాసులే క్రీస్తుకు బలమైన సాక్షులు విశ్వాసులే క్రీస్తుకు బలమైన సాక్షులు విశ్వాసులే క్రీస్తుకు బలమైన సాక్షులు విశ్వాసులే క్రీస్తుకు బలమైన సాక్షులు రక్తమే జయం యేసు రక్తమే జయం 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 విశ్వాస వీరులం దేవుని వారసులం పరలోక పౌరులం క్రీస్తు సైనికులం విశ్వాస వీరులం, దేవుని వారసులం, పరలోక పౌరులం, క్రీస్తు సైనికులం. రక్తమే జయం, యేసు రక్తమే జయం, 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 రక్తమే జయం, యేసు రక్తమే జయం. శాశ్వతమైనది, మరువలేనయ్యా, మరపురానిదయ్యా, నీ కృప మరువలేనయ్యా. ప్రభు యేసు నీ కృప శాశ్వతమైనది, మరువలేనయ్యా, మరపురానిదయ్యా, నీ కృప మరువలేనయ్యా. కృపా కృపా యేసయ్య నీ కృపా, కృపా కృపా యేసయ్య నీ కృపా, కృపామయుడా నీ కృపయే చాలు, కృపామయుడా నీ కృపయే చాలు. ప్రభు యేసు నీ కృప శాశ్వతమైనది, మరువలేనయ్యా, మరపురానిదయ్యా, నీ కృప మరువలేనయ్యా. పాపికి విడుదల, రోగికి స్వస్థతని సువాడా, దుఃఖములో శ్రమలలో ఓదార్చువాడా. పాపికి విడుదల, రోగికి స్వస్థతని సువాడా, దుఃఖములో శ్రమలలో ఓదార్చువాడా. కృప వెంబడి కృపతో నింపువాడా, కృప వెంబడి కృపతో కాచువాడా, కృప వెంబడి కృపతో నింపువాడా, కృప వెంబడి కృపతో కాచువాడా. కృపా కృపా యేసయ్య నీ కృపా, కృపా కృపా యేసయ్య నీ కృపా, కృపామయుడా నీ కృపయే చాలు, కృపామయుడా నీ కృపయే చాలు. ప్రభు యేసు నీ కృప శాశ్వతమైనది, మరువ